Good evening, everybody.
שנה טובה, בנות.
Here we are. We just finished in Israel. We finished Tzom Gedalia. In America, you're still fasting. I hope it goes fast for you. But there's no issur of hearing music. It's not a morning day, even though it's the end of it was like the hammer strike to nail the coffin with the last nail, killing Gedalia. That's why we're fasting today, not because of all the food we ate. And it's always on Gimel. He was killed on Rosh Hashanah, but we're fasting the day after. But still, it's not a time for mourning. So let's start with the name of the parsha, Vayelech, V'yilchu Michayil el Chayil. We did that in Hebrew also. Oh, we should do about Voaleh also. That's her yahrzeit, today or tomorrow, I don't know which one. And then we have Rabbanit Chana. There's too much to do in one class. We'll do whatever we can. We'll try and fit in whatever we can. ילכו מחיל אל חיל, ילכו מחיל אל חיל, ילכו מחיל אל חיל, אל חיל, אל אלוקים בציון, ילכו מחיל חיל, ילכו מחיל, אל חיל, ילכו מחיל, אל חיל, אל חיל, אל אלוקים בציון. מגיננו אלוקים, מגיננו אלוקים, והבט והבט מי משיחך. 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 To go from strength to strength. We mentioned already in the past that men have an advantage over the angels. Vayelech, Yelchu Michayil Chayil, that we go from strength to strength. Only Yidden can do that. Angels are stabilized in one place, in one situation. From beginning of creation till the end, they're always the same. And we're the ones that climb from level to level to level. We keep climbing. So that's one of the beautiful things. What I want to do with you today, to start with, and then whatever time we'll have, we'll do other things, is, in Hebrew I call it Tikkun HaKlali. What's Tikkun HaKlali? Tikkun HaKlali is a collection of chapters in Tehillim that Rabbi Nachman collected that are parallel to the Eser Sfirot. But actually, anytime you have 10, which is organized in 10, is also connected to Eser Sfirot, the 10 attributes. And if we do them all, we have, like they call in Chassidut, Parzuf Shalem, or in Kabbalah. And we can heal the world, we can heal ourselves, we can do something. So amazingly, on the night of Yom Kippur, we have 10 songs. I told you to bring a Machzor that you can open up and follow the words if you want. And there's 10 songs, and we'll go according to the Seder of them, and Rav Yitzchak Ginsburg organized them according to the 10 Sfirot, which is really asking for it. So the first one will be the beginning of Yom Kippur. The first thing we do is Kol Nidrei. כל נדריהם ושריהם וחרמיהם נה 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 I'm doing without words. I tried with the words, I got lost, so I'll get lost just the same. That's the first one, and we're starting from the top. We're starting from Keter. Keter is the crown. It's above logic, it's above understanding, it's above everything. And that's the Kol Nidre, all our things that we took on ourselves to refrain from in this world. We're not allowed to stop ourselves from enjoying this world. And on the other hand, with things we promised and we didn't do, so they're all nullified on Yom Kippur, and we have a clean start. That's Kol Nidre Keneged Keter. Now we get down to Chokhmah. Chokhmah, wisdom. I don't know what's the difference between Chokhmah and Bina in English, but you can help me out with that. So for this we have V'nislach lekol adat bnei Israel. If you see, that's the next sentence after Kol Nidre. It's written under that. And the melody that we sing in Chabad is from Rabbi Yechiel Halperin, which was the Chazan in Lubavitch. He got some ancient niggunim from the Rebbe Maharash, Rebbe Rashab. He got a lot of ancient, some of them he composed himself. But also he got in the Machzor the niggunim from Maharal Prague. This is probably his own. But we'll meet at least one from the Maharal. So V'nislach lechol adat, which is beautiful because you say it 3 times, and he composed a niggun that has 3 parts. Each part corresponds to another time, and you can feel that it grows. V'nislach lechol adat bnei Yisrael ולגר הגר בתוכם כי לכל העם בשגגה ונסלח לכל הדת בני ישראל ולגר הגר בתוכם כי לכל העם בשגגה אוי ונסלח לכל הדת בני ישראל ולגר הגר בתוכם כי לכל העם בשגגה ונסלח לכל הדת הגר בתוכם כי לכל העם בשגגה ונסלח לכל הדת בני ישראל הגר הגר תוכם כי לכל העם בשגגה אוי ונסלח לכל הדת בני ישראל ולגר הגר בתוכם כי לכל העם בשגגה. And I see that my microphone is making distortion. It's getting into the red. I'm going to lower it just a little bit. Can you tell me if you still hear me okay? Can you hear me well? it was getting into the red when I was singing, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so now after we got to Chokhmah, we get to Bina. In Bina, we have one of the most beautiful nigunim. For many years, I was sure it was composed by the Charitonov brothers, and turns out it's not. There's a nigun by Shalom Charitonov and Yale. And I don't know exactly the nigun the way it goes. I have to, it's not in Sefer Nigunim. I have to write down the notes so I can follow it. In the album by Mordechai Brodsky, he has it with the kids singing it very beautifully, and the words of Rehovot. But I don't remember it well enough. But the other one that is one of my favorite nigunim, I remember every Yom Kippur I come home from shul and I keep singing it, at least for a week. תחנוננו ויעבור שבתנו מבוקר יעלה קולנו ויעבור צעקתנו מבוקר ויעלה פדיוננו יעלה הנוננו מרד ויעבור סליחתנו מבוקר וירען לבנו עד ערב יעלה מנסנו מערב ויעבור לימודנו מבוקר And whoever knows the niggun, you notice I didn't do this part that everybody adds. Which turns out it's a kumzitz niggun, because there's something unbalanced there on purpose, and it's so beautiful. And it just causes the chazan a problem, how to put the words, they always get stuck with it, but it's not there. It's not written in the note music. If you go the way it's written, everything flows. So that's one of my favorites on Yom Kippur. Then we get Keneged Da'at, knowledge. Darkecha Elokeinu. דרכך אלוקינו להאריך אפיך להרעים ולטובים בהתהילתך דרכך אלוקינו להאריך אפיך להרעים ולטובים בהתהילתך דרכך אלוקינו להאריך אפיך להרעים ולטובים בהתהילתך למענך אלוקינו דרכך אלוקינו להאריך אפיך. דרכך אלוקינו להאריך אפיך. להרעים ולטובים בית תהילתך. למענך אלוקינו עשה ולא לנו ועמידתנו דלים וריקים. דרכך אלוקינו להאריך אפיך. להרעים ולטובים בית תהילתך. דרכך אלוקינו להאריך אפיך. להרעים ולטובים בית תהילתך. The Rebbe said to sing the first part many times. It's still too loud. And then the second part, to sing it just very few, because the point is not our being empty and poor, and the main thing is that He's so generous and He's going to have mercy on us. So that's Darkech Elokenu, that's Keneged Dat. The next one is Keneged Chesed, Slachna. It's a long poem. I'm not going to sing it with the words, but the melody that I take for this word are connected with Yom Kippur. I'll sing just a little bit, try and mix you up, that you don't really recognize the melody. You know, I have a problem when they take one melody and they put other words to it. It takes me a long time till I can, you know, there's a how do you call it? There's a program, the internet program that you can take a music, singing and the background, and you can take them, separate them. It can do that. So in my mind, to do that, to separate the music from the singing, the words, and then to try to figure out which, it sometimes takes a long time, just to get stuck in certain words. So it goes like this. Slachna Shamot לפשעי לאומך לעוון בניך בל יחרי זעמך. Let's try it in a different way. שלח נא גאולה ויחיו ממקור עמך לעם במקום עמך. די עוון וגלה חסר תנחם כנועמך. You recognize this? Of course, that's the Anim Zmirot that I want to talk about it later, if we have time. So this is Keneged Chesed. And Keneged Gvura, there's another beautiful poem, Omnam Ken Yetzer Sochen Banu. We have the Yetzer Hara is really fighting us, but we're going to have our hand strong hold over him. So the niggun that's many times in Chabad sing is this one. That's what we have to remember. Only the word salachti. Everything else you can read inside. סלחתי, וסלח לך. השבר וגם השבר ממעון סלחתי, ועלבון ועל העוון, ממעון סלחתי. This poem has beautiful words that is going to blossom like a rose and all kinds of amazing expressions there. But you follow it when you sing it on Yom Kippur. Now, so we get to Tiferet. I think you forgot to do Tiferet in the Hebrew class. I think you forgot to do Ki Hinei Kachomer. Wow, that's a big problem. I don't remember we did it. I guess we did it. Okay, we're going to fix it now. We'll sing it twice. No, we don't have time. But Ki Hinei Kachomer is a beautiful melody composed by Rabbi Aaron Charitonov. Didn't I skip it here in my notebook? That's probably why. I probably skipped it. No, I have it here. It's niggun 66 in Sefer Niggunim. It was composed by Rabbi Aaron Charitonov. The book says Rabbi Shalom Charitonov, but it's not so. It was his brother that composed it. The family said so. I told them the story that last year I had a whole argument with the people in the group, who composed that song. I said, but it says so, but it says so, it says so. And says, till one of them says, but my father and my grandfather say that, who are they? He said, Charitonov. That was it. Finished argument. He said it's not his grandfather, but it's the uncle. It's Rabbi Aaron. And it became famous and all around the world as a well-known lullaby, but in Chabad they put the words on it of Ki Hinei Kachomer, and it's just so perfect, going well together. Ki Hinei Kachomer ביד היוצר, ברצותו מרחיב וברצותו מקצר, כן אנחנו בידך חסד עוצר, הברית הבט ואל תבן ליצר, כי הנה כאבן יד המסתר. How could I forget the Hebrew part? Okay, we'll send them a recording. Okay, so that's what's Kenegatif Eret. Now we get to two Sfirot, they always go together, which is Netzach v'Hod. And not only they go together, we have two niggunim that are really used during the davening, because we got to Ki Anu Amecha. There's two niggunim that the Rebbe taught. One of them in 19 Tafshin Yud Zayin. Wait a minute, I have to check. Yeah, Tafshin Yud Zayin, 1957. And the other one he taught at Tafshin Kavdalet, which is 1964. Depends, it might be 1963. The other one also might be 1956 still. Because if it was a Simchas Torah, it was still the older year. Okay, but there's two of them. I don't know which one is for Netzach and which one is for Hod. I'm going to just choose the one that was from Chochma in the other class we gave. We'll put that for Netzach. It's very, very simple. There's like one sentence that repeats itself over and over and over and over. That's also why it can fit the Netzach, eternity. And the only thing that I'm going to change is a little bit of the harmony, but it's never dull. And this song, there's a story that Rebbe said they found a chassid singing in Beit HaMidrash all during the day of Yom Kippur, telling Yibon how he clings to him, because we are your Ki Anu Amecha v'ata Elokeinu, because we are yours and you are our God, and you are your flock and you are the shepherd, and so on and so on. Such beautiful poem. Let's do this one first. Ki Anu Amecha v'ata Elokeinu, Anu banecha v'ata Avinu, עבדיך ואתה אדוננו, אנו בניך ואתה אבינו, אנו בניך ואתה אלוקינו, אנו בניך so rich, so full of expression, and it's one sentence only. It's the same sentence over and over and over again. Now the other one is like much more developed. In the other class we did about 10 Sfirot, is we put it for, actually not me, Ginsburg put it for Bina. That was Chochma, and this one. Bina is much more extravagant and much more developed. And also a favorite. Ki Anu Amecha ve'ata Elokeinu, Anu banecha ve'ata Avinu, Anu banecha ve'ata Anu hayatecha One of the beautiful, beautiful niggunim of Yom Kippur. Also, that's one of those you don't want to stop. You just keep going on over and over and over again. Now, so we had Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod. That's what we're getting to now. Yesod is connection. And the connection we have with the song that comes next is Rachamana De'ane, the one that has mercy on the poor. He's going to have mercy on us. He's going to answer us. Rachamana De'ane, the one that answers the poor, is going to answer us. The one that answers the ones with a broken heart, he's going to answer us. And the Rebbe, when he taught the song, by the way, Dina, you're probably looking for the numbers of the nigunim we did before. I can read you some nigunim. We had Ein Vav, Yale, which is also Reish Mem Gimel, 76, which is also 243. Same thing for Yale. We had Kuf Tzaddik Gimel, Darkecha Elokeinu, 193. And we had Omnam Ken Nitzer Suchen was 77. Kinei Kachomer is 66. Now the ones we did now, the first one we did was Reish Mem Daled, 244. The second one we did was 194. Now Rachamana, I didn't write which niggun it is. It's also somewhere close to that, Kuf Tzadik something. And the Rebbe taught it, I don't know what year. But he also, so when he taught it, he said you start with pleading, but the more you go, you get more and more of emunah bitachon that he's going to answer us. Why is this so loud? I don't know. Usually it's not so loud, it doesn't go into the red. I don't know why. I put it too close to me. I should put it farther down. Let's put it here. That will help. Okay. Now it won't get into red. Don't you dare. Rachamana. that was for Yesod. Now we got to the last one out of the 10, which is Avinu Malkeinu. That's Keneged Malchut. So majestic, so kingly, the Avinu Malkeinu. There's a known Avinu Malkeinu, but I'm going to do the one from Chabad. By the Alter Rebbe. Whoever can talk about the king like this, he knows the king. You can feel that he knows what he's talking about. So we did 10 songs for 10 Sfirot, and if we do them on Yom Kippur, there's some kind of perfection of the whole level of all the kinds of different atmosphere and whatever we need to reach. What we didn't do, that we also sing at night, V'al kulam elo slichot, because we say slichot at night also, right? And this melody comes from the Maharani Prague. As far as I know, it's one of the holy ones that he got in his dream when he asked how to nullify the decree against Am Yisrael. And this is the one of those that he got. I promise we have time, we're going to do Anim Zmirot. Anin Zmarot has a story goes with it. It's collected also with the night of Yom Kippur, because there's a minhag at night for many congregations to stay up most of the night or all night and sing songs of love songs to Hashem. And one of the songs is Shir HaKavod, which is Anin Zmarot. Now the story goes, the Rebbe, when he taught the song, I don't remember which year it was, when he told the song, taught it to us, he told only the end of the song, the end of the story. But the beginning of the story, Rabbi Reuven Dunin, which was very close to the Rebbe, was like the tractor driver from Haifa, and used to be very, very close to the Rebbe. And he asked him to tell him the beginning of the song. So the Rebbe told like this. There was a chassid, not a Chabad chassid, a Polish chassid, that collected money to buy an esrog. And he was working very hard all year to get money. Now, when he was going to buy the esrog, he heard terrible crying on the way. And he goes over to find out what happened. It turned out that this poor family, that the father had a big debt to the pirates, to the landlord. The landlords those times were like kings; they could do whatever they wanted. And he owed him a lot of money, and he threw him to jail. And there in the pits, of course, he couldn't make money, and he didn't pay him, and he died in jail. He died in the pit, and now the pirates won't even give him to be buried till they pay him the debt. And how much is it? It turns out it was the same amount of money he had, and he paid the debt, and the poor Yid was brought to Kever Israel. That night, the Jew that passed away shows up in a dream of this chassid, and he tells him, "You did me a big, big favor. I want to pay you back. What do you want? I have a lot of connections up here." He says, "No, I'm not going up there. So what would you like? What would you like?" And he was thinking, he says, "You know what? I would love to feel how Yom Kippur is by the angels." So the neshama tells him, "You got it." So this guy is waiting for Yom Kippur. He knows something special is going to happen. He goes to shul, goes to retaliate. He says Tefillah Dakah, whatever he's doing there. He's waiting for something special to happen. But he's waiting. Nothing's happening. Meanwhile, when he's waiting, he has this beautiful melody he's just singing in his mind. He just sings this melody over and over again. And it's very sweet. And he just sings while waiting for something to happen. Nothing happening. Just this beautiful melody is carrying him off. And he's like enjoying it so much. Till he feels tapping on his shoulder. He turns around and he says, what? And the Gabbai of the shul is telling him, "Hey, Yid, you're not hungry? You're not thirsty? Everybody went home long ago and you're still here in shul just running around the bima, singing and dancing this tune to yourself." So this is what he got. He got the song, taste of what happens by the angels on Yom Kippur.
Taste of the angels on Yom Kippur. You know that the neshama was by the angels before came down to this world, and the more delicate in song, the more it connects us with our song, our own unique song in Gan Eden. But that's, maybe we'll talk about that in Parshat Bereshit again, some more. Now, what else do we have? We have V'chach haya moneh, you know, the service of Kohen Gadol in Beit HaMikdash. Might be this also, I don't know if it was composed by Rabbi Yechiel Halperin, the Chazan of Lubavitch, or he learned it from somewhere, but there's something about the way he counts that is supposed to be ancient, the right way of counting it. Let's try and get it right. Kuf Tzadik Hey, 195. That should be this book. Kuf Tzadik Hey, let's see. Yeah, V'chach haya moneh. I didn't learn it from the Rebbe Maharash or Rashab, so I hope I did it right. I just followed the notes in the Sefer Niggunim, 195 in Sefer Niggunim. There's another beautiful one by Rabbi Yechiel Halperin, which was the Chazan in Lubavitch, Ke'oel Hanimtach Daremala Mar'e Kohen, which is one after, two after. Where is it? It's the other book. It's in the other book. Reish Memchet 248, if I'm not mistaken, 248. כאוהל הנמתח.
and over. It's not exactly a song, it's more like a nusach. Nusach is when you have a sing-song in davening that follows a known path. It's called nusach. So that's more like a nusach. Ko'el hanimtach. Okay, now we get to one of the more exciting parts of Yom Kippur, which is Tfilat Ne'ilah. So I don't remember the nusach for Ptach Lanu Sha'ar Bet Ne'ilat Sha'ar. Kifana Yom. There's a beautiful sing-song for that one. And the poem is telling us, open a gate when the gates are locked because the day is about to end. And we always get the sadness, did we do right on Yom Kippur? Did we take enough light? Did we pour our heart out enough? Did we ask forgiveness the right way? And they're locking the door, the gates. But Chassidut teaches us something very interesting. The locking the gates with us inside. Because Ne'ilah is like Cheder Yichud. It's like the whole Yom Kippur is like wedding between us. Not by chance that they're reading in Mincha about the Arayot, because they used to make Shidduchim on Yom Kippur. Because Yom Kippur is like a wedding between us and Ribbon Shalom. It's a love story. And on Ne'ilah, we are being locked in Cheder Yichud with Ribbon Shalom. Just us, Yichud. So that's Tfilat Ne'ilah, which is very, very beautiful. And all the beautiful songs. Not any special one, but we sing again the Slichot with Ki Anu Amecha and everything. We have them there also. But when we finish Ne'ilah, and we scream out Hashem Hu Elokim 7 times, and we sing L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim. After blowing the shofar once, we call L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim Ha'Bnuya, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, L'Shana and they add to it another song usually. I think it's 2 different things. L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim B'Yerushalayim L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim B'Yerushalayim L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim B'Yerushalayim L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim B'Yerushalayim L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim B'Yerushalayim And after that, or before that, I don't remember the order because I just closed my Machzor and put it away. There's a Kaddish before blowing, and then you blow the shofar, and then Kabel Sloton. I'm going to check it. Now that I'm with you, I'm going to check it out. So what the order is. But in Chabad, on the night of Motzei Rosh Hashanah, Motzei Yom Kippur, they have a beautiful, beautiful niggun, very happy. Maybe it's after everything because we still have the chapters of that. I don't know when they sing. Maybe before. Yitgadel Yitkadesh, right. So we call Hashem Hu Elokim, and then we say start Kaddish. In the middle of Kaddish, they blow the shofar and we say the Shana Haba. But in Chabad, I think before they start singing this Kaddish, they sing March Napoleon, the Napoleon's March, to say that by us is the victory. Now, what's the story? What's the connection with Napoleon's March to Yom Kippur, except for victory? Napoleon didn't win the war. He lost the war. So what's the story? The story starts on Rosh Hashanah, before Rosh Hashanah. There was this huge war that Napoleon was trying to conquer in Big Russia. And in the beginning, it looked like he was going to win. But there was an argument between the tzaddikim who should win the war. Many of the tzaddikim, the Polish rabbis, I think, they thought it was much better if Napoleon wins. The Jews were so oppressed under the Tsar, they're going to have a much easier time. They're going to be able to be wealthy. They're going to have freedom. How did the French say? Liberté, égalité, fraternité. Liberation, equality, and brotherhood. Everything's going to be fine. According to the many of the leader of them was the Rebbe of Chernobyl. I think it was the of Nachum of Chernobyl. I'm not sure if it was Nachum or Mordechai. But the Alter Rebbe didn't agree. He said no. The Tsar should win the war, because if the Tsar wins the war, the physical condition of the Jews are going to be hard, but spiritually they're going to be free. As we see what happened in the free land of France, there was so much of intermarriage, and they lost so much of the Yiddishkeit. The Rebbe worked so hard to bring Yiddishkeit back to France, because that was what might have happened to the Jews in Russia. And so the decree from heaven was that whoever blows the shofar first on Rosh Hashanah, his opinion is going to win. So the Rebbe of Chernobyl gets up real early, he davens Vatikin, takes the shofar to blow, and a voice from heaven tells him, you blew it. The Alter Rebbe was first. How could it be first? He davened the earliest possible. So what happened was that the Alter Rebbe got up in the morning on Rosh Hashanah, said Birkot HaShachar, and blew the shofar. And he won, and Napoleon lost the war. And not only he lost the war, Napoleon was trying to capture the Alter Rebbe, and the Alter Rebbe ran away. And Napoleon was also a sorcerer, and he knew witchcraft, and he knew if he gets anything from Kedusha, from the Alter Rebbe, he can win the war. So that's why Alter Rebbe ran away. And he told the people after running across the village, the river, I think it was in Ladi, I don't know where he was, and he told them, go back and make sure there's nothing left in the house, and burn down the house. The Hasidim that went back, they found a slipper and took it away and burned the house. And as they left the town, Napoleon walks in and asks around, where is the Alter Rebbe, where is the Shnei Zalman? And when he got there, the whole house was burned down already. So he didn't get anything from Kedusha to use for his side, but the pupils of the Alter Rebbe took the march of Napoleon and brought it to Kedusha. And the Alter Rebbe turned it into Kedusha, and the army works on the march and took away his march, and he lost the war. So General Winter won over Napoleon, and it was the Alter Rebbe. It's up to you. The story is not very simple. Even in Chabad, they have two versions. They say some claim it's a different kind of march. It doesn't sound like Bismarck march, which doesn't sound like French. It sounds like the German march. But according to the Rebbe, what they used to sing after Yom Kippur was this march. I know that people have been looking for it and looking for it on the internet. They couldn't find it, and maybe because they had some other marches. It wasn't the hymn of the anthem of France. It was the march of Napoleon. I claim that maybe because they took it away from him, so everybody else forgot it. So the French forgot it completely. But that's what we sing, and in Chabad we say Kippur. then we get to Sukkot, and about Sukkot we're going to have to talk about in Chol HaMoed, or you listen to the last 2 years' class, because there won't be time between Yom Kippur and Sukkot to make the class. Let's sing כתיבה וחתימה טובה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. 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 כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה. Shana Tova, Gmar Chatima Tova should be just a wonderful, wonderful, sweet year.